My name is Gavin Evans, and this is my review of Dream Scenario. And this is a movie that I was very excited for based on the premise alone. And the premise is that there's an ordinary, boring guy who becomes a celebrity overnight because he starts appearing in everyone's dreams. And I'm like, okay, that sounds weird. That sounds out there. Let's give it a try. And I ended up really liking this movie. Like, this is one of my favorite movies of the year, I would say. Not top 10, but pretty damn close. So, let's begin talking about the performances. And Nicolas Cage is fantastic here. He's so effortlessly good. He just becomes this character and he sells you on everything he needed to. I also liked how he added a layer of patheticness that really enhanced the character. Then you've got Julianne Nicholson, and I thought she did a really good job. You've got Tim Meadows, who I thought did a fine job. Dylan Baker, he did a fine job. Then you've got Michael Cera, and I think this guy is just so entertaining. Whenever he's on screen, he just elevates the entire movie. I wish he was in more stuff. I really do. I loved his performance here. He's not in it much. He's in it for like 5 minutes, but 5 minutes, well, I enjoyed the movie even more. And then you've got Dylan Julula, and she plays this girl named Molly, and I thought she did a great job. So the entire cast, really good. And I also think the movie is very well directed by Christopher Borgli. Like, this movie is trying to do a lot. Story-wise, thematically, character-wise, tonally, like, it's brutal and spooky in moments, but it's also really funny. And it always felt cohesive. It always felt like one man's vision. It's a really well directed movie, and I think the comedy landed. Like, there were quite a few times where I laughed, and there was a couple surprisingly brutal moments, and the movie's also paced really well. Like, it's only an hour and 40 minutes, and it just flew by for the most part. And I think the script is very compelling. Now, I love this creative premise where you can explore real ideas about the human condition. And the way this movie tackles fame and cancel culture and complacency and living up to expectations, I thought was very thoughtful. Like, it has a lot on its mind. But one aspect of this movie that is not getting talked about enough is how complex the main character is. He isn't just this ordinary, boring guy. Like, there's layers to him. He feels like he has settled in life. He feels entitled to things he shouldn't feel entitled to. And I just thought there was lots of complexity there. And I also liked how in the second half, last act, when shit goes down, like, this movie made me feel psychologically sick. It's really effective when it needs to be. So there is so much to praise here, but I do got a couple issues. I do think this movie's 5 minutes too long. It didn't feel like they knew how to end it, and there was a gadget that gets introduced that I get what they're going for. It completely took me out of the movie. And my big issue is very difficult to talk about without giving anything away, but I'll say this. Our main character deserved some things that happened to him, and didn't deserve other things that did. And I wish the movie leaned into that aspect more. There's something that I really wish was brought up in the last act, and I get that it's being purposely vague, but I feel like that was the wrong decision. But still, this is a really good movie. You should see. You know, it's original, it's creative, it's funny, it's thoughtful, it's got a compelling character, the performances are great. Yeah, definitely see it. So I'm giving Dream Scenario a 7.5 out of 10. Okay, have you seen Dream Scenario? What did you think? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos soon. And Gavin, out.